Going to begin with some big news that we have from Bengaluru in Karnataka at this point in time. The latest update that we are getting for you is about the ongoing Pothole Menace in Karnataka that has become a nightmare clearly for the people of Bengaluru specifically. Citizens are fighting back in Karnataka, showing the mirror to the Congress government over the infra mess. In the latest, a collective of citizens under the Individual Taxpayers Forum, which is a representative of income taxpayers seeking to uphold the protection of taxpayers' rights through social activism started in 2024. Now, they say in their letter that Bengaluru was known as Garden City, Silicon Valley, retired person's paradise once upon a time. In the last few decades, however, the recognition is getting changed, and we, being the citizens and residents of Bengaluru, don't want to hear our city being called as garbage city, pothole city, traffic jam city, no footpath city, poor public infrastructure city, etc. Let me straight away go across to my colleague Imran, who is joining us live right now for more on this. Imran, good morning. You know, pothole mess is for real, for the people of Bengaluru specifically in Karnataka, and now we have a group of citizens coming together and clearly, you know, telling the government there in as many words that we want this title of Silicon City, Garden City back for Bengaluru. We don't want to be known as the city of potholes.
Well, absolutely. In fact, we saw yesterday that a huge traffic jam also happened at the outer ring road area, and also this residents of Vartur and Panatur. This is the outskirts of Bengaluru, where most of the tech and IT companies are, and this residents forum, Individual Taxpayers Forum, has sent a letter to Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister over bad state of infrastructure in their particular area, and they have listed out a lot of details highlighting the encroachments of the stormwater drains, sewage issues, and culverts leaking onto the roads. All these issues because of rain affected in other areas. They've written these letters saying that it's a case of civic negligence, and they will not pay their taxes unless these infrastructure issues are resolved. So another attack on the government over the infrastructure issues, where they have written to the letter to the Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister, and we are asking that all these issues, civic issues particularly pertaining to the area, need to be set right. Only then they will pay their taxes. This is what an appeal and a threat also been littered by the forum. The forum hasn't come out anyway. Given sent this letter, I beg your pardon. We have to wait and see how this CM and the Deputy CM response to that. We've seen it in the past, Mohandas Pai, even Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, industry leaders also mentioning that how Bangalore's crumbling civic infrastructure issues is not bringing investments. They shared an anecdote of an investor who had come from China, complaining about the lack of proper roads, potholes, and wondering how the infrastructure will come to Bengaluru, considered the Silicon Valley of India. Right. Imran, request you to stay on with us. We are joined on the broadcast right now by GS Prashant of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Good morning, Mr. Prashant. Appreciate you speaking with us here on Times Now. You know, almost on a daily basis, we are getting these kind of reports from Bengaluru, how people really are suffering. The latest is that taxpayers' body has now hit out at the government, and in very strong words they have said that this infra mess that we are seeing in Bengaluru is making us suffer, and the drain work is also very unscientific, and they want the government to give good infrastructure because they are paying taxes. How will you like to respond?
Firstly, tell me whether the demands by the taxpayers are right or wrong. They're paying taxes for the betterment of the society, betterment of the city, and for better infra facilities. If after having collected the taxes, sometimes well in advance, you indulge in corruption and don't fix the roads and give them proper infrastructure, what can the tech companies or taxpayers do but for writing petitions to CM and DCM? They are helpless because these people are arrogant lots, this Congress leadership. And they don't really look at the citizens' problems. I'll give you a small example. When B.S. Yediyurappa ji was the Chief Minister, I recall that Mohandas Pai had flagged off certain infra issues. At that point point in time, the BJP government did not take offense to Mohandas Pai. In fact, invited him to the CM's residence, took his suggestions, found out what the problems were, and then appointed committees to ensure that the infrastructure issues what was flagged off by Mohandas Pai are catered to and ensure that people don't suffer. But now contrast it with Kiran Mazumdar's tweet and the arrogant reply by MB Patil saying, how dare you tweet against this particular thing. This indicates the mindset of the Congress that they are not here for governance, but they are here only to loot the people of Karnataka. And now, at present, they want to loot it and give it for Bihar elections.
Okay.
Otherwise, tell me what else can explain this particular civic apathy from Congress.
Mr.
Brand Bengaluru has taken a hit across the globe.
Right.
Global citizens are worried about Bangalore now.
Right.
Whereas Siddaramaiah and Shiv Kumar are fighting for their seat.
Okay. Mr. G.S. Prashant, can I please request you to stay on with us? I'm also joined on the phone line by Salim Ahmed of the Congress Party. Good morning, Mr. Ahmed. Appreciate you speaking with us here on Times Now. You know, before I ask you to react on what the BJP has said, I want you to react to what the taxpayers of Bengaluru today are asking you to do. They are saying you give us good infrastructure, then take our taxes. This infra mess that we are seeing in Bengaluru is making us suffer.
See, whatever the BJP has said, is just doing politics.
No, I don't want you to react on what the BJP is saying first, because that's not my focus right now. My focus is people of Karnataka, sir.
10 days back, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, D.K. Shikumar had a high-level meeting. They have told to set it by in 1 month's time. Have little patience. Let the people, just 1 month we have told, and he had already told the officers, if you don't do it, I will take action against you. So on war footing, we are trying, because of the heavy rains, the roads have definitely, I agree. But things we are at the war footing, we are doing all these things. And they should cooperate. Even the opposition, can understand. Every day criticizing is not a healthy trend, because whatever is there, we are going to set right. They should also join in saturating things. Instead of that, they are making allegations, going to Bihar about fighting a chief minister. How they are concerned about that one?
Okay.
We are going in good governance. We are going to give importance to Bangalore city. All the issues will be solved shortly.
So to the people, your message is they should have little patience. On war footing, you're trying to fix the mess that Bengaluru is seeing right now. Now, coming to the politics, sir, BJP's allegation is that when BJP was in power and such criticism came from prominent citizens like Mohandas Pai, etc., they acknowledged the concerns and they worked on it. But your government's response, sir, has been quite arrogant, is the charge of the BJP on concerns being raised by prominent citizens.
Mr. Mohandas Pai is always in support of the BJP. Never he has appreciated the government's initiative. So now we are doing our level best. The government is doing level best to see the set right things. Because Bangalore is a very important place. You know, earlier Bangalore's population was 60 lakhs, 50, 60 lakhs. Now it has gone to more than 1.5 crores. And definitely every day, every people throughout the world, they are coming to Bangalore for doing business or staying. So we are trying to set right things. That's why 5 corporations have been made, so that the officers will be having a small places to set right. That's not 5 mayors we are having.
All right.
They should understand that is our concept, our concern. We have a vision, we have a mission. Both will do it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Salim Ahmed. Appreciate you speaking with us here on Times Now and sharing with us your perspective. Thank you, Mr. G.S. Prashant, for your perspective as well. I'm also now joined on the broadcast by Pramila Nisargi, who is an activist. Ma'am, thank you for speaking with us here on Times Now. If you heard what Mr. Salim Ahmed had to say, he wants the people of Bengaluru to have a little bit of patience, because on war footing, his government, he says, is working to solve the mess that Bengaluru is seeing right now. Your reaction?
Madam, you know that patience also has a limit. How long? Until we end ourselves? That is what the Congress. So far as Karnataka is concerned, I feel that there is no government, there is no governance whatsoever. They are busy going to the temples, and in now today's news we saw that in the education department, people enjoying with drinks. This is how the government is running. They have money for paying for the guarantees and for nothing. And you know, because without working, they want to pay the money at the cost of the general public. They are not entitled to collect any tax whatsoever. This is high time that they leave the office and go back and allow the government. As of today, we see the Andhra Pradesh has taken away we lost the industry. People are living one after the other. Where the companies are there, there the roads are not there. Nearly more than 1 lakh and odd population are working in those companies, but they are not in a position to commute.
Right.
How do you expect the people?
Well, those are very, very pertinent points you have raised, Ms. Pravila Nitsargi. Appreciate you speaking with us here on Times Now and sharing with us your perspective. Let me now go across to my colleague Shubhangi as well, who is joining us live from the newsroom. And she has this letter, in fact, that has been written by the taxpayers. And you heard one such taxpayer, Shubhangi. Patience also has a limit, is what the people are saying now.
That's right, Hina. Now, the Bangalore Pothole Menace has been making headlines for a while now. Now, people are literally scrambling for the real solution. Right now, I have the tax body letter in front of you, and I'll quote some of the important points for our viewers right now. They basically say they have written this letter to the Siddaramaiah government. The first point which they are saying, this is the solution which they want. They are saying diverting storm water into manholes instead that cannot handle the volume, resulting in severe waterlogging. Controlling sewage inflow into Vartur Lake. Checkpoints in the stormwater channels are blocked due to encroachments, hindering water flow and contributing to the overflow. Fixing flood mitigation measurements, closing the holes in the covered walls leaking to water onto the roads. So basically here they are pointing out what is leading to the waterlogging menace and the pothole menace in Bengaluru. Now further on, they go on to say that they need urgent intervention to order a scientific audit of ongoing drainage and roadworks in the affected areas, establish accountability and action among municipal official and contractor. So literally here, basically tax body upping the ante against the Siddaramaiah government and seeking urgent intervention. Back to you.
All right, Shubhangi, appreciate you joining us with your input on that story.